Good morning. Today we are continuing with the application of electrolysis. Today we will be studying the electrolytic refining of metals. Now, actually, what is electrolytic refining of metals? Electrolytic refining of metals is a process. We have already studied metallurgy. Now, in the process of metallurgy, we understand that by following different steps, we come to the last stage, that is, after electrolytic reduction, we get a crude metal. But this crude metal is still not fit to be sold in the market, and some still 5 to 6% impurities are there. So finally a step has to be done so that these impurities can be removed. And for removing these impurities there are many ways, and one of the possible way out is electrolytic refining. So what is electrolytic refining? Electrolytic refining is a process by which the metals, remember in the definition of metallurgy it is ores. Now here it is metals containing impurities. So the metal containing impurities are purified electrolytically, that is by using the process of electrolysis to give a pure metal. So what is electrolytic refining? Electrolytic refining is a process by which a metal containing impurities is purified. That is, the impurities are removed. And how are they removed? They are removed with the help of process of electrolysis. So this is called as electrolytic refining. Now, for example, they are explaining the refining of copper. You can see the cell. This is the electrolytic cell. Now you can see that they have taken a container, and in that we have an electrolyte. So they are explaining the refining of copper. So that is why the electrolyte taken here is suitable electrolyte, that is copper sulfate, and sulfuric acid has been added so as to increase the conductivity. Now to start the process we will have to design the electrolytic cell, and for this we will have to buy strips of pure copper. These strips of pure copper will be bought from the market, and the strips of pure copper would be made a cathode. So they will be attached to the negative terminal. Now the rods which we have made by the process of metallurgy, that is impure. Our rods are impure because they are having certain percentage of impurity. So they have to be made the anode. So the slabs of impure copper, that is our slab which we have made, is made as anode, and the strips of pure copper which we have purchased from the market, that is made as cathode. The reason is very logical. Since we have already invested money in buying the strips of pure copper, we do not want to invest money again and again. And what is our technique? Technique is basically the impure rod is made as your anode, and we know that at anode oxidation can take place. So here what we are designing the process is that we are thinking that from the impure rod our pure copper will leave it and come in the electrolytic mixture, and from there it will travel towards the cathode. So the impurity will be left behind. It's not that impurity will travel, impurity will be left behind. Our pure copper atoms would be leaving the plate by the process of oxidation, and they would be coming in the solution, and from there they will travel towards the cathode, and that is our pure copper rod, and there they will undergo reduction and get deposited. So what happens? We invest only once in buying the pure copper rods, and our pure copper from the impure rod can get deposited on that, from where we can collect it by scrapping. Now this is the technique involved. Now let us see the electrolyte. Electrolyte is our solution of pure copper sulfate. Why pure copper sulfate? Because we are doing refining of copper, and dilute sulfuric acid has been added so as to increase the conductivity. Now cathode, our cathode is a thin strip of pure copper. Now I understand that now you must be knowing that why the pure copper has been placed at cathode, because we don't want that copper atom should from this pure rod should start leaving the plate, otherwise our aim will be defeated. So cathode, you know, oxidation can't take place, that is why we are putting this pure copper rod at cathode. And our anode is our impure copper, which we want to purify. So this is our technique, that how we are going to do the metallurgy. Now when the current is passed, so what happens, first of all, current is passed, then the copper ions, let me clear this first so that this slide is easily visible to you. Just give me a minute. So the electrolysis starts. First of all, what happens, as we already know, many times I have repeated that first of all the electrolysis starts in the electrolytic mixture. So from the copper sulfate, the cupric ions are attracted towards the cathode. So the cupric ions, they are attracted towards the cathode. So first the cupric ions from the electrolytic mixture start moving towards the cathode, where they gain electron because reduction takes place, and they get deposited. And what happens on the other side? The impure copper loses electrons and passes into solution as soluble copper ions. That is, oxidation takes place. So the reaction taking place as cathode, this cupric ions from the electrolytic mixture start taking electrons, get reduced and make copper atoms, get deposited on the cathode, and at the same time the impure copper atoms, they undergo oxidation, they lose electrons and start coming out of the rod in form of cupric ions. Now these copper ions, then they migrate to the cathode in the form of a procession, and after gaining electrons, same story, they get deposited on the cathode. The net result is that gradually the impure slab of copper gets finished because it gets consumed. Why? Because our copper atoms are leaving the plate, and then these thin strips of pure copper become, and then what happens on the other side? The pure copper, because you know the copper is getting deposited, so they become thicker and thicker. So this is your observation. So copper deposit on the cathode is 99.9% pure, and after the electrolysis is over, these strips are melted and then they are transformed into desired shape. So what happens to the impurities? Now the impurities, they fall down just below the anode, they fall down as anode mud. So the impurities, whatever little percentage of impurities we were having with copper, they are left behind. Now they can't remain on the strips because the strips is dissolving. So what happens to these impurities? The impurities, I can again show you the diagram. These impurities, they start falling below. You can see here. I'll just mark it for you. Now, just give me a minute. You can see here. These are the impurities, and these impurities, this is the impurity. It's drawn just below anode. So these are the impurities. This is called as anode mud. This is anode mud. So this completes our process of electrolytic refining. Thank you.